Imagine being in the middle of the sea, on an abandoned metal platform, surrounded by water on all sides. Then suddenly, this rusty piece of metal declares itself an independent country, with a prince, a government, and its own currency. And the strangest part? It survives attempted invasions and military coups. No, this isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. This is the story of Sealand, the world's strangest country. If you're intrigued by the story so far, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because we have even more bizarre and thrilling stories. The story begins during World War II. At that time, Britain was building military sea forts to monitor its coasts and defend itself against a Nazi invasion. One of these forts was Ruff's Tower, a massive metal structure erected in the North Sea, about 12 kilometers off the British coast. After the war ended, the fort was abandoned. But little did it know, it would one day become an independent principality. Fast forward to 1967 and a man named Roy Bates appears on the scene. A former British Army officer, Bates was ambitious and adventurous. He had a wild idea. He wanted to create an independent radio station free from Britain's strict broadcasting laws. He found the perfect place for his project in Ruff's Tower, but he didn't stop there. One day, Bates decided to declare the platform independent from Britain, naming it the Principality of Sealand, and he crowned himself prince. It might have seemed like a joke, but Roy Bates was deadly serious. He started issuing his own currency, printing passports, and even designing a flag for his new nation. The story takes an even crazier turn in 1978. That year, a group of German businessmen planned to take over Sealand. They wanted to transform it into a base for their own activities, and while Roy Bates was away, they successfully infiltrated the platform. But then, a shocking twist. Roy Bates didn't give up. He launched a counterattack with firearms and retook control of the platform. Not only that, but he also captured the men who had tried to seize his country. This was the first ever naval battle over an unrecognized nation. Following the incident, Germany stepped in to negotiate the release of its citizens. This made Roy Bates feel like a real-world leader, since a major country was negotiating with him on an official level. Even more bizarrely, the British government couldn't do anything about it. When they took the matter to court, the ruling was unexpected. Since the platform was outside British territorial waters, the UK had no jurisdiction over it. In a way, the British courts had indirectly acknowledged Sealand's independence. Despite its tiny size, Sealand has a limited number of citizens, mostly members of the Bates family, and supporters of their cause. Over the years, Sealand has developed a small economy based on selling noble titles. Yes, you can buy the title of Lord or Baron through their official website. Additionally, the Principality has sold Sealand passports, and for a time it even provided offshore internet hosting services, claiming to be a sovereign nation. They have also issued postage stamps and their own currency, known as the Sealand dollar. As for trade relations, Sealand primarily relies on donations and online sales. It hasn't signed any formal trade agreements with other nations but has cleverly leveraged its mysterious status to generate a steady income. Today, Sealand still exists. Despite being just an old metal platform in the sea, it is now run by Michael Bates, the son of Roy Bates, who inherited the throne from his father. What does Sealand offer its citizens? Well, you can buy a passport or receive a noble title. Yes, for a fee, you can officially become a lord or baron of the Principality of Sealand. Even though no country officially recognizes it, Sealand remains one of the strangest nations in the world, with a story so wild it feels like something out of a movie. This was the story of the country that was never meant to exist, yet, against all odds, it still stands today. Imagine if everyone who took over an abandoned platform declared themselves rulers. What would the world look like? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. See you soon for another story that's stranger than fiction.